Hi everyone. In this video in grade 8 chapter 1 section 6 we have properties of powers, which is on page 28 in the student book. In the powers we have studied positive powers, negative powers in the chapter 1 section 4 and section 5, and now we have some properties, some rules for the powers which you study in grade 8. It is just these three rules. When you have two numbers the same base with powers, multiply between them. In this case we add the powers. In the case if it's a fraction, it's divide, always we write the base and the power in the numerator minus the power in the denominator. And the last one is when it is a number, a base with power over power, we multiply the powers. Let's start from the first one, give some examples and solve. Then you'll see how to apply this rule on the powers. Sorry. The first one, let's say 5 to the power of 8 multiply 5 over 5 to the power of 5 equals 5 to the power, because it's the same base, 8 plus 5, which would be 5 to the power of 13. Or let's say another example, z to the power of 9 multiply z to the power of 11 equals z to the power of 9 plus 11. The same base, multiply between them, you add the powers. Z to the power of 20. Another one, 7 to the power of 20 multiply 7 to the power of negative 8. In this case you would say 7 to the power of 20 plus negative 8. 20 plus negative 8, 7 to the power of 12. That's how you use the first rule, each one of them. Remember that, keep it in your mind, always we talk about the same base. They must be the same base, then these rules would be applied on them. If they are different bases, we cannot use for all these rules. If they are different bases, we cannot use, and there's nothing to do with them, it will just stay the same. About the second rule, when it's a fraction, b to the power of m over b to the power of n. In this case again, if we give some examples, let's say 6 to the power of 10 over 6 to the power of 8 equals 6 to the power of 10 minus 8, which would be 6 to the power of 2. Or if it's about the letters, about the unknown values, let's say s to the power of 15 over s to the power of 6 equals s to the power of 15 minus 6, which would be s to the power of 9. C. Let's say a to the power of 10 over c to the power of 5. What do you think in this case? A to the power of 10 over c to the power of 5. We said always for all the rules we talk about the same base. But look, they are different. A, C. So you cannot say a to the power of 10 minus 5 or c to the power of 10 minus 5. we would say a to the power of 10, c to the power of 5. Stays the same, nothing changed. We cannot use the rule for that the bases are different. Stays the same. But for the others, when the bases are same, you can use it, you can find the result. In this case, nothing will change. There is no rule applied to them. That's the last answer for that. Then about the third rule, when we have power over power, we have two powers for a number for a base. We will multiply these powers by each other, then we will get the result. For example, 8 to the power of 4 to the power of 3. It would be 8 to the power of 4 multiply 3, which would be 8 to the power of 12. B, let's say negative 5 to the power of 2 to the power of 6. It would be negative 5 to the power of 2 multiply 6, which would be negative 5 to the power of 12. Then another example about this one, a to the power of 7 to the power of 3 equals a to the power of 7 times 3, which would be a to the power of 21. That's how we use these three rules in the powers, and we will find the result in the case that we have the same bases. This is all about unit 1.6 in grade 8. I hope you got it all, and thanks for watching.